Well, it's definitely very different to the two first albums. I think it's going to add to the live show more up-tempo songs, such as we have La Vida Sin Amor or If I Ever Loved a Woman. And it's more the direction of those tracks, on the new album are more Latin, more Spanish in a way. And I think it's just going to bring something very different. Probably El Divo will swing more, I would say.
It's pretty crazy. I mean, when we first started the work on the first album, being an experiment as it was, we didn't really expect so much. I mean, we just wanted to, put out something that we could be proud of, coming from our four backgrounds and our four musicalities, our nature of being. And over the course of it, it's been developing over these last 3 years, and every time we find something new, we try and bring that to the next album. So it's kind of really cool that we're given the opportunity, and the success is, so big right now to warrant a third album, that we can bring these elements that we've learned. For example, when we went on tour, we learned a lot of things that we've put into the third album. And then we go on tour with Barbra Streisand and continue on with more tours and learn a lot of things that we're going to hopefully put into the fourth album when we get to that point. So it's been a great ride. 3 albums in 3 years. It's fantastic.
See, whenever we perform or whenever we record, we try to do our best, give our best and give 150% of what we've got. But El Divo has developed a lot since we first met each other 2.5 years ago, so you certainly haven't heard the best what's yet to come. I hope, and I'm pretty confident about that on the next album, on the next tour, we will discover other facets, other elements that we can let flow into our style, into our music, and bring that out to the audience. So I think El Divo is constantly evolving, developing, and there's a lot more to come, I think. Without You, it's definitely going to be on a live tour, I think. It's probably my favorite track on the album. It's when we were into the studio and we listened back for the first time to the tracks, that was the #1 track that really gave me goosebumps when I listened to it. And I thought, yes, there we've got something special. And it's somehow the format of the song also, it lended itself so beautifully to be shared among the 4 of us. It's just a perfect track for El Divo.
A track for me would be maybe La Vida Sin Amor. It's an original track. Maybe it's one of my favorite because it's a little more up-tempo song, has more Latin flavor. It goes a little away from all the things that we have done before. So this would be one of my favorite.
I really share that opinion because I would say La Vida Sin Amor and If I Ever Loved a Woman, it's really the direction that I would love to take for the fourth album. Very much into that kind of thing, Latino up-tempo songs. I really like to do that.
Well, I think Nights in White Satin, Musica, and Somewhere are actually my favorite tracks on the album. I mean, I like the Latin direction that we've been going in, but I also think that these songs, the epic nature and the drama that they lend themselves to are really right up El Divo's alley. Finding the drama in the music is where, the big finales come from. These operatic finales that we turn these pop songs into at the end of every track. And I think they have to have that, like you said, epic nature in order to achieve that at the end. And for me, that's what El Divo's about, is the transformation from one end of the spectrum to the other.